I feel like this bed could be a game changer for folks that are looking for the perfect no-build car camper bed. And set up like this, I've got the best access that I've ever had to this area under the third row seat possible. Since I began minivan camping over 6 years ago, I've been obsessed with one thing: finding the perfect bed. I started with the simple floor mat, sleeping bag, and pillow, but it's simply too uncomfortable, and I quickly evolved to a cot. It has a small, very thin mattress on it, and it seemed almost perfect. And this cot came with its own set of issues. So when I was driving around, it would bounce around quite a bit. It made quite a bit of noise while I was shifting around at night. After several weeks of camping with the cot, I decided I needed something more stable and upgraded to this narrow twin bed frame. And this narrow twin bed frame was almost perfect, except that the feet would end up in hard to reach places, so I eventually bought this piece of aluminum and added it to this bed frame. So when I recently got the chance to start all over, I picked up this fixed narrow twin bed frame that also has boxed ends. This frame was super helpful to me because it avoided the problem of the feet falling off the end of the bed, as well as remaining as level as possible in the minivan. And in fact, all of the options that I've mentioned so far require that you have a relatively flat surface, or you will find yourself sliding off of the edge of your bed in the middle of the night. Even though the floor of the Toyota Sienna looks pretty flat, it has a few things in it that make it not perfectly flat. There's these rails from the middle row seats that I have yet to take out, and if you look right here below the seat belt, there's a little hump in the hip section, and from this angle you can really see the curve in the floorboard of the Sienna. So today I want to share with you a bed frame that I think could be the perfect solution for no-build minivan campers. And when Murray from Haley Outdoors reached out to me to try out one of their beds in my no-build minivan camper, I was super stoked. This green bag right here is part of their solo bundle kit, which is perfect for managing storage, and the bed in here is perfect for me because it has several options for optimizing that level bed, as well as finding the perfect bed height. Inside this bag is everything I need to grab and go and set up for my weekend adventures. The Solo Bundle Kit comes with this memory foam and inflatable mattress, so you can optimize firmness for your needs. And I really wanted to be able to dial in the bed height for the perfect ride, depending on whether I'm camping in an SUV or in this minivan. So I've got both sets of legs. In this bag are the stubby legs, which are designed for your lower head height vehicles. And this bag has the extended legs that we'll use today. Assembly is super simple. There are essentially three pieces that look almost the same. This one's the front, this one's the back, or the one that's supposed to be closest to the trunk, but then you also have the centerpiece. The frame itself locks together with these little ball detents, and once you've installed the legs, adjusted it to the height that you want, you simply turn this little dial and lock everything in place. The 14-inch height has always been ideal for me in the Toyota Sienna, so I'm gonna set this on its longest setting and then dial those in. But it does have an additional secret, and I'll show you guys that in a second. Let me assemble the frame and then add the feet. So I've got the frame more or less assembled, and when you get everything set up how you want it, you can actually move this brace forward and backward. And in fact, if you're a little shorter, you can remove one of these segments, and this will even make it perfect for those smaller SUVs. And this bed came with 6 of the 7 to 14-inch legs, but I'm gonna use 4 of the 14-inch legs, and these 2 legs will be used to fill the gap where I remove my third row seat. You see, one of the things I've struggled with the most when it's come to space in my minivan camper is removing the third row seats. I recently removed the third row seats, and that has limited my options for what I can use for a bed. And using the Hele Solo, I am able to now put these feet in, find the perfect height, and level the bed and optimize the space in the back of the minivan. The bed came with what looks like a 5mm Allen wrench, and once you have the legs set up where you want them, you simply tighten up this bolt here, and that's about all it takes. I spent the last 1 or 2 minutes putting on the legs, tightening them up, and this is the moment of truth. Will this bed fit perfectly and level? And I think that is a perfectly level bed. And set up like this, I've got the best access that I've ever had to this area under the third row seat possible. Once you've got your bed frame set up how you want it, you can put on this nice wooden topper. It has a set of holes here. Those holes are for your shorties, and then it has these regular holes here for your taller folks. This thing I think is 72 inches, and 72 inches is just enough for anybody that's about 6 feet tall. And the best part about this wooden topper is once you get everything in place, you can easily undo this to gain very quick access to your luggage. Now that we've got the bed put together, let's try out this brand new mattress. Inflating it is as simple as pulling on this tab. And I guess I'm gonna have to blow in it to fill it up the rest of the way, because it does have this nice little one-way valve that prevents it from deflating as you top it off. And after about 10 or 15 full breaths, I've gotten this thing almost rock hard. Now, I'm not sure exactly how many breaths it was because I started to get a little lightheaded, but the mattress also came with this nice carry bag for when you're done with it. So I'm just gonna slide that under the bed for when I need it. I think the best part with this bed for me, on top of the ability to access the storage, is that I can still use my third row seat that I pretty much have always maintained in the back of the minivan, and I've got quite a bit of more space because this bed is a little narrower than some of the other beds that I've used. I feel like this bed could be a game changer for folks that are looking for the perfect no-build car camper bed. A really great potential option for setting up this bed is also pushing it up against that driver's seat, and that'll give us even better access to this massive amount of storage in the trunk. If I was even shorter, say 5'5" or less, I could remove this 6-inch segment of poles as well as shorten these and then stay out of the trunk space completely, freeing up a lot more space. But I'm gonna leave the bed right here as far back as I can so I have all this extra access in my living room area. Now, some folks do want to prioritize their trunk space or their garage over their living room space, but I do a lot of things such as cooking, moving around, changing my clothes in this area. So having all of this extra room is not a bad deal for me. And that brings me to some of the pros and cons. The bed is a little smaller than the other beds that I've had. With having that smaller bed, I do have a much more efficient design. There is a significant gap between this chair and this mattress. This is all additional usable space. With my previous bed frame and mattress, this whole space from here to here, all the way up to here, was occupied by the bed frame. And now I have enough room that I can actually face the bed when I'm not in it. And all this extra space back here has gotten me thinking of ways that I can optimize some storage solutions. And after using this mattress just a little bit last night, I decided to let some of that air pressure out because this thing was rock hard. And the best thing about this mattress is you can make it firmer if you like a firmer support, or you can make it softer so you'll sink into the bed a little better. There are several options when you purchase the solo bed. One is the Solo Bundle Kit. The Solo Bundle Kit comes with this mattress. It also comes with that green bag that I showed you guys earlier. If you buy just the bed frame, it obviously does not come with this mattress. It will come with this packing case as well as the standard set of legs. Now, there are two options when it comes to legs. This is the stubby leg kit. These legs are perfect for your smaller SUVs. These things are about 5 inches tall, making the lowest height of the bed just around 5, maybe 7 inches tall. The stubby leg kit also comes with 6 of the short legs, which are also extendable up to 7 inches, which is just shorter than the regular leg kit. And then with these 6 short legs, you also get these 2 legs for reaching into, for example, my trunk, or actually in front of the second row of seats in a lot of smaller cars. Both the stubby kit and the regular kit come with these 2 extendable legs. And without these 2 legs, you could also just make a standard cot size frame up to 14 inch with the regular legs, and then again a standard cot size frame with these 5 to 7 inch stubbies. So between the boundaries of about 14 inches tall and 5 inches tall, the options are almost endless. And since I have 4 of these longer legs, I could even use this bed frame as a small small camping table if that's something I was really interested in. One significant advantage to a system like this is if you're not a full-timer, which I'm not a full-timer, but I keep my camper ready to go at all times, then you could pack your bed away into this tote, pack all of your other camping gear into the green tote, and then essentially have 2 bags that are ready to go at all times. In fact, they're small enough that you could just leave them in the back of your car and they're just always ready to go. But for my use cases, I would probably just go with the bed frame and honestly probably this mattress because it's just the perfect size, and because it is adjustable with air, it also feels like the perfect fit. So one of the concerns a lot of folks will probably have with a mattress like this is because it is filled with air, as the temperatures in the day rise and lower, the pressure in this will change as well. And so you may go to sleep in a warmer evening, and as it cools off in the night, you probably lose a little bit of the firmness in that mattress. And believe it or not, memory foam mattresses actually have a similar problem. When it gets colder, they actually get harder. A lot of people don't realize that until they go to sleep on them, and it's that sub-freezing temperature. As far as I can tell, Haley Outdoors is a very small company, and I think Murray is the CEO, president, and do it all of that company as well, possibly with 1 or 2 other employees. And another notable fact about the company is that they do provide 3% of their profits to nature conservation. Feel free to check out my non-affiliate, non-commission link in the video description of this product. And if you want to see me using this in camping, because I'm going to have this in my minivan at least through some spring camping adventures, subscribe to the channel and you'll see those coming up in the next few months. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to watch the one up here. I've left it up to chance, so YouTube will share with you the video that they think that you will like the most. And I'll see you guys over there.